once again. But for now, let's keep our eye on the prize. Okay, let's just fire this thing for the moment in case it manages to deal some damage as guys are going past. And then let's fire it again somewhere over here where it's likely to deal damage to a bunch of guys. Frost Hydra's still out here doing work. I got my banners. Sadly, I don't have the campfire and heart lantern. It seems like all the pillars have kind of shifted a bit from where they were last time. And so it probably would have been smart to try to bring those buffs over here. But I'm not going to at this point because I think... Ooh, 50th Stroller. That's really good. Oh, and I'm getting hit by this guy. Alright, don't fly up into the air, Brian. It's a bad idea. Crap. I used a recall potion that time because it looked like I was really low on health, and recall potions activate more quickly than the magic mirror. Okay, so I want to get this banner hung once I get back there. And yeah, actually, this is another good place just to show off the gold ring. Zing! It's pretty fun. Alright, but after we finish off the solar pillar, then we'll have the Stardust pillar, which should be more straightforward, I think, because overall I feel like that's the easiest of the 4 pillars to defeat. And I guess while we're over here, where is my campfire and heart lantern? I think they're right over here somewhere. Here they are. I'm going to go ahead and grab them and try to bring them a little bit farther over. And I suppose while I'm here, I should also go ahead and hop at the honey to give myself an extra 30 seconds of that buff. I won't set up honey over here, but I can set up the other buffs. Okay, let's do that. Alright, the campfire will be the easiest thing to set up. Let me get on the ground. Where's the campfire? There it is. Okay, campfire's out. Heart lantern won't be too difficult to set up. Let's get a little bit of damage output on some of the bad guys and get a couple of our damage over time things ready to go. Okay, here we go. Okay, so heart lantern right here. Let's kill off a few more bad guys. Oh boy, I'm gonna use one of my good healing potions and heal for 200. And if I can get to a point... 50th Selenium! Wow! So many banners. Alright, I have another banner I need to hang, but I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to hang it successfully. Nope. Darn it! Even with the quick recall potion, I still wasn't fast enough. And interesting, I don't think it actually consumed the potion. I think I still have 29 of them. And I think 29 is what I had to start with there. So one more dip in this honey as we're passing by. And buff. And as we get into where the music begins, we will shoot out the rainbow gun in the hopes that it's going to hit somebody. Didn't hit anybody right there, but it can hit some guys there. And now let's get on the ground as I see the crawlipede trying to come my way. Let's get this out once again. And then there were still a couple of banners that I wanted to hang. And... oh, I think no. I thought the shield was down for a moment, but it's not yet. Man, these guys are still doing a number on me. Yikes, let's heal. Let's stay on the ground while we can. Okay, there goes the shield. That's good. And I think actually, I guess the banners are not going to be as valuable now. In fact, what I should do is get the rainbow gun going, so we'll be doing damage over time on the remainder of the pillar, and now I should just try to stay alive and try to fire in the general direction of the pillar, and we can finish this thing off. Alright, I think it's going to go down on its own at this point. Otherworldly voices linger around you. I'm selling off some excess inventory that I don't need to be holding right at the moment. But it sounds like that pillar is down. And so we can move on after I collect the remnants of the pillar to the final one, and then we'll take on the Moon Lord again and see how the strategy of healing with the Nurse and shooting him with the Vortex Blaster works. My buffs are running out as I head in the direction of the 4th pillar, so let's be wary of that. Got another minute on Iron Skin and Regen, but basically I would like to get out into this arena that I've got set up over here that already has the Heart Lantern and the campfire and some honey, and find opportunities. Oh, I forgot to see if I had any extra whatchamacallits, banners, and I probably do for this, but that's okay. Like I said, I believe this is the easiest of the 4. And in fact, while it's a little bit quiet, I'm sure I'm going to get some banners. Someone pointed out that if you don't kill the Stardust cells quickly enough, they split into more Stardust cells or whatever. And so that's why at some point they were kind of like chasing me home and they just kept splitting because I wasn't killing them off fast enough. So that's why it kept seeming like there were more and more. But basically, if I just go over here, that'll be a place that I can hang banners once I get them. So that'll be good. Let's go ahead and throw this out somewhere. Let's heal. Yikes. And did my buffs? Yep, my buffs ran out. Okay, so let's grab the buffs. Got Iron Skin and Regen and Endurance going once again. And now we ought to be in pretty good shape, and hopefully we'll get a banner shortly from one of these guys, and that'll speed things up. We've got the, what is it, Milky Way Weavers or something, and the Stardust Cells. Okay, Star Cell is what it's called. Once we get a Star Cell banner out, the Star Cells will die a whole lot quicker, and that should bring the shield down a whole lot quicker, and then everything will be happy. Let's hop in the honey again, because that's just run out. And I could probably focus my attention on Star Cells at this point, honestly, because they'll be the easiest to kill, and so that'll be the fastest way to bring down the shield, I expect. And then after this is done, I think I'm not going to try any extra buff potions against the Moon Lord, but I'm going to go set up. I'm going to turn on my little heart statue and set up with the Nurse, and see if I can get into a good position to use the Vortex Blaster to just shoot at the Moon Lord and repeatedly heal with the Nurse and possibly have some success that way. But I haven't actually practiced that strategy, and I've only seen people use that particular strategy on normal mode as opposed to expert mode, and so it might not work nearly as well as I think it's going to, but it'll be a useful test. And in any case, in the meantime, we're going to get a whole lot of extra fragments, so that if we choose to... Obviously, I can make some more super healing potions, but we can also choose to potentially make some other weapons or do some other things with all these fragments as well. Alright, so the shield is still not gone down, sadly. Let's kill that guy down there. I wish there was some kind of like progress meter or some kind of way to tell when the shield was getting low during these things. It's kind of the most opaque of the events now that they added the progress meter for things like goblins and pirates, where it tells you kind of what percent the way you are through things. There's no corresponding progress meter during this, unless it might be the case that there's some kind of visual indicator, because each time you kill a guy and it goes up to the pillar, like the little shield kind of blinks, and so maybe it blinks with kind of like increasingly light or dark colors like over time to give you a sense of how much progress you have. It's possible that that's the case, and it's something that I've never noticed. But overall, I wouldn't mind a progress meter like there is during the other events here during the Lunar Invasion Pillars, or whatever they're called. Alright, well, we're doing a pretty good job staying alive. I have used a couple of good healing potions. I'm a little bit surprised that we haven't gotten a second banner already. But at this point, I guess it doesn't really matter. So long as we're making progress, and so long as I'll be able to do this before my buffs run out. And we still have a minute on Iron Skin and Regen, I can see. And there's one heart over here that I just can't seem to pick up. There we go. Alright, lots of Stardust cells. These things will go down easiest, so that'll get lots of progress against the shield. let's hop in the honey once more. And is this thing going down yet? Not quite. Oh, the blood moon is rising. That's unfortunate timing. I've done a lot of fishing. I was kind of surprised. I was originally thinking I wasn't going to do any fishing in this playthrough. And I've gotten a lot of crates, and I still don't have a sundial, which is the reason I fought through a whole solar eclipse again and got lots of crazy loot and lots of extra money, because I didn't really have a choice. I guess I could have gone underground during the solar eclipse, but it seemed better since I had an arena set up with all the statues, with all the banners already, that I might as well just kind of farm it for all the loot. But I really could use a sundial so that I could pass things like an unwelcome blood moon when I'm just not in the mood. But it just still hasn't happened, despite all the crates I've gotten. Alright, this final pillar, despite the fact that it's easier, it's still taking a long time. I really thought it would be over by now. Let's go ahead and kill some of the guys who are kind of hiding over here and probably counting against our mob cap and not in a place that we can reach them to do any good. Alright, is the shield down yet? It's still not down. I guess not every enemy that you kill causes the little shield lowering animation, or at least not every Stardust cell. Maybe because they break into different pieces, you only get points towards breaking the shield for killing the main one, but not for killing the extras or something. Honestly, not entirely sure how that works. I see some vitamins over there, but now that I already have the Ankh shield, that is definitely something I do not need. And yes, I reforged the Ankh shield to warding. I reforged my discount card to menacing. And so basically I have a full set of warding accessories and a full set of menacing accessories, except I still have the armored Charm of Myths. Hey, there we go. Okay, so let's do this and that. Kill off a few guys who are near me over here, and then get a little bit more direct destruction with the Daybreak. Alright, but that will go down shortly. Let's kill off more Stardust cells. They don't add up too quickly. And now we can get ready to fight the Moon Lord. Let's go ahead and get that up there for damage over time once more. There we go. Great. Impending doom approaches, indeed. Alright, let me collect these. I guess we'll have the opportunity to put them away later. It's a blood moon, which sucks, but I think the nurse is in a spot that she is going to be safe. And so my plan is basically to kind of sit here and just fight the Moon Lord from here, using mostly the Vortex Speeder. And I could also use this magic weapon as well, which doesn't suck. So let's see what happens once the Moon Lord arrives, and see how we can do. And actually, I should change, ideally, actually, to the dragon. So let's get rid of my Stardust cells if I can find them. Did I get all of them? I'm not sure. I only have 1 minute left on these things, actually. Let's quickly hit all these buffs. Great, and make sure that my Stardust Dragon is as long as possible. Okay. Moon Lord, show your face. Here we go. Okay, and I want to aim for the eyeball up there when I can. Not taking too much damage yet. So when he opens my eye, I want to be ready. Okay, let's talk to the nurse. Okay, the eyes open up top. Chlorophyte bullets are doing a good job of kind of like going around the corners, which is what we want. Not taking too much damage yet. Okay, let's talk to the nurse. Use some bullets over here, bullets up here. It's very loud, as one would expect. Buffs, because I don't know that I had all my buffs going. Try to aim at whatever is open. Let's go ahead and heal. And I'm just curious to see how this thing does against him too. Yeah, that's good. I might as well go ahead and use that for some extra damage. So this strategy seems viable for the moment. Now, once we actually destroy one of these 3 eyeballs, I expect things are going to change. But until that happens, I'll continue focusing on this strategy and see how it goes. The nurse is very good at staying alive on her own. She can heal herself very quickly, and isn't prone to take a whole lot of damage in this setup. Alright, but I'm going to try to take down all 3 eyeballs at around the same time, so that we're not busy fighting one versus the other. Okay, crap. Where's my mouse cursor? There it is. And let's just try to get that back out. And just in case that helps, we'll do that. Crap, where's my buttons? Alright, let's see. How are we doing? Right one is almost down, left one is almost down. How about the top one? Let's go ahead and heal really quick. I want to see him open the top eye. Okay, that one's mostly down as well. So let's get some damage on it. Let's heal with the nurse. Right one could still use a little bit more. Okay, left one could take a little bit more. Let's heal with the nurse. Open your top eyeball, please. There we go. Okay, top one is almost down. Right one's almost down. Left one I need to focus on because it still has the most hit points. So let's do that. Heal with the nurse. Okay, left and right are about to go. And let's change to this really quick and just do a little bit of magic damage while I'm thinking of it. Okay. Alright, left hand is out. So we have a new eyeball attack. Right hand is out, so we have a second new eyeball attack. Let's talk to the nurse after those things go and hit me, and now we'll focus on the head. Alright, head is down, great. Heal with the nurse. And now we gotta hit his heart. And I think I can do this like this. Heal with the nurse. And so just use the solar eruption over here. Okay, heal with the nurse. So far, so good. Heal with the nurse. Do you see the strategy here? The nurse is so overpowered. It's pretty great. Okay, I need to heal with the nurse, quick! Alright, I might need to use a healing potion at some point in here, too. Heal! Okay. I missed the nurse that time, I think. There we go. That's gonna leave a scar, she says. Yep, I'm sure it will. Alright, it'd be better if my Stardust Dragon was doing a little bit more damage to him. I'm not sure how much damage it's doing right now. But I'm doing okay. I wonder, because it's the Blood Moon, if the Stardust Dragon is going and killing other guys who are at other random spots on the screen. Which would kind of suck, but there's nothing I can do about that. But I think this arena strategy is going to work, if I don't screw up. He's really low. There we go! We did it! Alright, and now it's a Blood Moon for another minute. Oh, look at all this gold on the ground. This is going to be great. We're going to use the coin thingy in just a moment. I did pick up the treasure bag. Okay, so watch this. Zing! All the gold kind of runs into my character. That's awesome. And there's a whole lot more stuff over here, so zing! Money just comes flying towards me. I love it. Alright, we defeated the Moon Lord. Hooray! I still do plan to continue in this playthrough, because there still are more things that I want to do. That ended up being pretty profitable, actually. The Blood Moon, while I was fighting him, we just ended up with lots of money on the ground. I've got 26 gold coins from a Blood Moon. I wonder if there might be a money trough lying on the ground anywhere, because that's something I still don't have, ridiculously enough. But let me sort through my inventory, and then we'll see what we got. Alright, inventory is mostly sorted through. Let's open the treasure bag from the Moon Lord and see... Bulky Star Wrath, 137 melee damage. Ooh, that seems pretty cool, actually. I've never had that one before. The Warding Gravity Globe, reverse gravity, okay. Illuminite, which is nice. It's a suspicious-looking tentacle, I believe is an upgraded light pet. I don't remember exactly how it differs from the Wisp in a Bottle. I guess maybe it's brighter? I don't remember exactly. And the portal gun could be fun to use, perhaps especially in this world for kind of like getting around different places. But the Star Wrath, I wonder how much that costs to reforge, just to get it as much damage as possible. and it just so happens that this guy is still alive. So let's put on the discount card. And see, 31 gold is pretty expensive, but I got 16 platinum. So might as well go for it. Godly. Okay, that's pretty good. I can live with that. And I guess it fires wherever you aim. Yeah, that seems like it could be a lot of fun. Alright, so that worked out well, and I went through, I think only about 500 or 600 bullets or something during that battle. And finally, Luminite. I think the only thing you can do with Luminite is make bars out of it, and then you make the things out of the bars. Let's talk to the guide. Oh, you can make Luminite bricks as well. Okay, that makes sense. But Luminite bars, and they are made at the manipulator. So let's go ahead and make some. 25. And then let's talk to the guide about the bars themselves, because I've done very little post-Moonlord crafting. There's crazy wings. Drill containment unit is kind of very endgame stuff. Right, there's extra pickaxes and axes, and then there's like the Stardust armor set. There's the Nebula armor set for magic. There's the Vortex armor set for ranged. Man, it takes a lot of bars. And finally, there is the solar set for melee, and that's 20 defense, 34 defense, and 24 defense. It's only a little bit more armor than this. You can also make Luminite arrows and Luminite bullets. Luminite bullets, 21 range damage. I guess it's a lot better than 10 range damage from Chlorophyte. I don't know if they home or do anything special. Line them up and knock them down. I wonder if they're penetrating. Never made those things. I'm not sure how I want to spend my Luminite. So I'll have to think it over. But in any case, we managed to defeat the Moonlord for the first time. We found an arena strategy that I think works really well. And so if you're looking for ways to defeat the Moonlord, I suggest something like this. Basic little house for the nurse where you can talk to her, a place to block his crazy laser attack, and then for the most part you could stand here and repeatedly heal and then just fire Chlorophyte bullets around the sides. That worked pretty well, and then finally finish off his heart, which ends up being below you with Solar Eruption. I saw someone else do that in normal mode, but it seems like it works pretty well in expert mode as well. But I think that's probably a good place to go ahead and call it a day for today, but plenty of progress both on camera and off. I hope as always that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Terraria, where we try to finish off some other things that we haven't done in a long while, like Duke Fisheron, for example. Hope you guys are having a great day. Bye-bye.